Alright everyone, welcome to my last TDM review on the new maps from the new Annihilation map pack. This is Hangar 18, and I have to say right off the bat that I did pretty bad in this level. I went negative, I got no kill streaks running for me. It was in general a bad game, and even though I had a phone call interrupt me, and even though a couple other things were distracting me, I had to put the controller down for a couple seconds now and again. I can honestly say that it didn't really make a difference. I played bad either way. But let's get right into the map. This is a small map, and I think that you submachine gun lightweight guys are really going to love it here. Things are very tight, the spawns are very close, and it's a pretty fast-paced map. The two things that I noticed right off the bat was that out of all four of them, spawns seem to be the worst. If you could say that any of them are bad, this one was the worst for spawning, simply because it is pretty small and it's basically a square. There's like kind of quadrants each corner, and it seemed that no matter where you are, no matter where your teammates are, there's always an enemy nearby you. So you need to be really on your toes, and that was kind of made some difficulties for me. I'm not sure if it was because I was playing against better players than the other games. Like that could be a part of it, but I just found myself really getting outgunned and really just not ready for when my my opponents were about to encounter me. I just felt like I was just dying all the time, and there's always somebody there. But again, it was always, more often than not, it was tight, close quarter kills. So I think you submachine gun guys will really enjoy this. The guys like to run ghosts and stuff like that, and assault rifles. Assault rifles will be fine here, and that is obviously the most common thing that people use. But when it comes to ghosts, like, if you're worried about being hidden from the UAV, it probably doesn't matter all that much, because again, people are spawning all over the place, people are around you no matter what. It won't make that much of a difference, it won't benefit you that much. I feel like other perks would probably benefit you more. For example, I feel like if you want to be strategic with your perk selection, Flakjack would probably be a very good perk for this level, and the reason I said that is that it is tight. There are only so many ways to get around. I encountered claymores at certain staircases and stuff pretty often, so that became kind of frustrating. So that flak jacket would have come very much in handy under those circumstances. And if you want to compare it to some of the other perks, rather, I've already mentioned Ghosts. I've already mentioned flak jacket. Scavenger may not be one of the better perks because it is so tight. You statistically are probably going to die more often than not, which means you aren't going to need to replenish your ammo as often as otherwise. So probably not the most ideal perk. Something like flak jacket may benefit you more on a kill by kill basis. This Hangar 18, I remember when I watched the promo video that if you control the hangar, it kind of controls the game, and I think that's fairly safe to say because it's a very prominent feature on the map. It is a huge proportion of the map, and if you can control a spawn, then they basically have to come from two directions, and you can watch both those directions. So it probably is the best way to control it. And if I could compare a TDM to Domination or something, I feel like this is probably a fairly decent TDM map. I don't feel like people are gonna find it any much better or any much worse on Domination versus TDM on this particular level. Again, another claymore at the stairs, very frustrating, but something that you have to learn to deal with and learn to avoid. What else can I really say about this level? I think probably just because I was playing poorly, I didn't enjoy this as much. Don't let that necessarily sway your perception of the map. That's just probably because I was having a bad game. I didn't enjoy it as much. But what I did end up switching to towards the end of the game was a light machine gun, the Stoner 63 with Warlord. I usually use Warlord because I really like having the extended mags, and I really like having a sight at the same time. So that's what I was using towards the end of the game, and I did okay with that. I mean, like, it has the disadvantage of being outperformed on a close one-to-one basis, but this map does have several locations where you could just kind of anchor yourself down and set up tent, so to speak. I wouldn't call it camping because they are fairly exposed. Like this tower up here is one place where I was using it later on, and I feel like it is a good vantage spot, but you can easily be outgunned. But the power of a light machine gun when you have some distance between you is pretty significant, and there's several places like that on this map. So, those guys who like to play that style, which, I know is pretty few of you because most people tend not to use a light machine gun, you may enjoy it. It might, you know, be pretty fun for you guys. Sniping is an obvious no on this level. There really isn't any realistic places to snipe. I mean, anywhere where you might think about sniping, you can easily be outgunned by a light machine gun or an assault rifle. So, you know, you could do it. You might get a kill or two, but chances are you'll die pretty quick. So I really wouldn't suggest that. I think Hangar 18 and the other one, the winter one, Silo, is probably your best bet for sniping. So I feel like overall, this being the 4th online map for the map pack, I feel like they did do a decent job in balancing it towards, you know, they did a good job catering to every player's interest. You know, they have a little bit of something for everybody. Again, I'm only showing you guys my very first game playing these maps, so you know, that being said, that you have to keep that in mind when you're making your own decisions. But I didn't really encounter any spawning issues except for, you know, some minor ones on this level, which weren't really unfair to say the least. Like, it wasn't that big of a deal. It was just me being outperformed. Spawning seems to be okay. The details okay. You know, like, the graphics are okay. The levels are visually appealing, and I guess overall the gameplay was pretty good. You know, it's, again, I've said this in every video so far, but compared to the Escalation map pack, I did enjoy these maps in Annihilation quite a bit more. So you know, if you guys bought Escalation and you enjoyed it, then I would say for sure, without a doubt, you know, definitely buy this map pack. And if you didn't get Escalation, you weren't quite sure, you know, I would give this one more of a chance. You know, if you saved your money and didn't get Escalation, perhaps use it towards this one. It's pretty cool, and I think this will generate some pretty good gameplay over the next couple months to kind of, you know, wrap up the summer. This will probably carry us through the summer. And that being said, I have to hand it to Treyarch for releasing the map pack at this time. Like, people are just finishing school, and you know, they have all this free time in their hands. So this is a really good way for them to stir up their market and to, you know, generate some interest. You know, get some people playing across the summer. And right towards the end of the summer is probably when people will begin to lose their interest. And keep in mind, PS3 won't get this for another month. So towards the end of the summer, they're going to lose their interest, and then by the time that comes out, they know they're going to lose a lot of players towards Gears of War 3. And right when Gears of War 3 dies down, what do you know? We have Modern Warfare 3. So pretty strategic. I have to say they're pretty smart. Overall, I would recommend this map pack, guys, and I hope you enjoyed this 4-part series. And I will see you guys next time. Stay tuned to my channel. If you haven't subscribed, please do so, and I got some more videos on the way. Take it easy, guys. This has been Magic People.